In the wake of the new reality of terrorism in Europe, initiatives that may previously have been seen as positive are now sparking some controversy. That is the case with an interactive wall project called Before I Die, which was opened at a major Paris train station. The project has actually been running for years in other cities, and its stated aim is to inspire people to share their life inspirations. However, following the recent terror attacks on the continent, the move has provoked outrage among some.
Before dying, I would mostly like to live my life quietly and not think about death.
He wants to fly before he dies.
Before we used to ask children, what would you do next holidays or when you will grow up? And now we ask them, what would you do before dying?
This period of time, it seems to be too much. I can't believe it. I see racists, I see close-minded people who express it in this slate. It's disgusting stuff.
Europe has suffered a spate of horrific attacks in recent days and weeks. The deadliest occurred in the French resort of Nice, when a truck plowed into a crowd, killing 85 at Bastille Day celebrations. There have also been 4 separate assaults in Germany, with assailants using an axe, machete, guns and bombs. And 2 weeks ago, armed men burst into a French church in the small town of Rouen and cut the throat of a priest. Now, the latest attack hit the southern Belgian city of Charleroi, where an assailant with a machete left 2 police officers injured. Islamic State claim responsibility. However, the relatively low-key mainstream media coverage of just the latest terror attack on the continent suggests perhaps that Europeans are now seeing terrorism as a potential, daily threat. RT's Laura Smith reports.
Guns in Paris, bombs in Brussels, knives in London, and now a machete-wielding attacker slashing at police in the provincial Belgian city of Charleroi. And in Belgium, at least, people are no longer surprised. It's market day here in Charleroi. People are out enjoying time with their families as usual, in defiance of the weekend's events. But underneath it all, there is a fatalism. Many of the people I spoke to said they had known it would only be a matter of time before terror hit their streets.
After all that's going on in some countries, it had to happen, and I said to my friends, one of these days something is going to happen. And everyone said, oh no, that won't happen here. And what do you know, a few months later, it happened.
I had been expecting it for a long time.
The media talks about it so much that it has become something quite common. We hadn't had it here yet, so here we go.
In Charleroi, though, the media didn't come. Sunday morning saw a couple of local TV crews outside the police station where the attack took place, but by the afternoon they'd all gone, a stark contrast to previous attacks.
Chaos in France once again. A night of celebration forgotten in an instant.
The attack in Munich, several dead and the number growing all afternoon.
An axe, a gun, a machete and a bomb. All weapons used on the streets of Germany over the past week.
Meanwhile, another knife-wielding man was stalking the streets of Belgium. Sunday morning in Liège, just 60 miles from Charleroi, news came in of a man with a machete in this district known for its bars and shops. The area was evacuated. Reports didn't reach Charleroi.
Did you hear what happened in Liège this morning?
No, not at all.
No, nothing.
A man with a machete who attacked people.
No, not much about it.
The one at Charleroi?
No, Charleroi was yesterday.
No, sorry, no.
European governments are scrambling to deal with the crisis. The National Security Council met in Belgium on Sunday, reportedly to discuss anti-terror measures. The Prime Minister is calling for calm.
I repeat, the message that I'm sending, we must keep a cool head. We must avoid panic, of course, not give in to terror. That's the trap that has been set for us.
Don't panic, says the PM. One resident of Charleroi interprets that in another way. We must learn to live with the fear, he says. Laura Smith, RT, Charleroi, Belgium.
And we are back in just a moment.